Monitoring applications in the cloud. The IBM Bluemix platform provides a set of tools that you as a developer can use to monitor applications, ranging from the application dashboard with real-time metrics, to monitoring services and event log analysis. In this module, you will learn about the capabilities of the availability monitoring feature for Cloud Foundry applications, the monitoring and analytics service and how it provides information about application availability and performance monitoring metrics, the Cloud Foundry application event log monitoring, and monitoring and logging in the IBM Bluemix Container service. Availability monitoring is available as a service from the Bluemix catalog and also available directly from a Cloud Foundry application dashboard. You can think of availability monitoring service as being somewhat similar in function to an external load testing tool similar to the cloud-based load testing tools like BlazeMeter and Load Impact. With it, you can detect and identify performance issues of web-based applications and REST APIs. When you configure availability monitoring, an initial synthetic test is automatically created to monitor the main application URL by default. You can customize and add further tests as needed. The Availability Monitoring service has a rich dashboard that displays availability and response time for monitored URLs and other scripted tests as seen from different Bluemix regions. In addition to graphs of response time, there is also a panel that shows recent application activity and status changes. For example, it shows application deployments and the starting and stopping of instances. The Activities panel can also display delivery pipeline events if the application is configured to be managed with a continuous delivery toolchain. In the dashboard, you can configure to receive email, Slack, or SMS notifications of performance issues. In addition to the default main app URL monitoring, you can add additional tests to be run by activity monitoring. Just click on Add New Test, and then provide the details for the test you want performed. You can define new REST API tests, web URL tests, or import a Selenium test script either one time or by linking to a GitHub repository with the script. After defining the type of test, you can specify the locations and frequency to run the test. The Monitoring and Analytics service is a Bluemix catalog service that you bind to a Cloud Foundry application to provide information about how the application is performing. This service can be used to monitor Liberty, Node.js, and Ruby applications. This service instruments the application and allows you to identify issues with the application while it is running and also look at a recent history of monitored metrics. The Monitoring and Analytics service provides 3 tabs that you can use to understand how the application is functioning. The first is the Availability tab. The Availability tab provides basic ping information about your Bluemix application URL. The results from the last 7 days of data are displayed so that you can answer the following questions. Has my Bluemix application been consistently reachable and responsive? Were there times when my application response times were unusually slow? Or were there time periods when my application was down, as signified by 404 or other non-200 status codes? The Performance Monitoring tab provides resource metrics about your Bluemix Liberty, Node.js, or Ruby-based application. Data from the last 7 days is displayed so that you can answer the following questions. Are there any unusual spikes in CPU usage? How much heap memory has my application been using, and is it within acceptable limits? What's my application's thread pool usage, and what is it I expected? How frequently and for what duration has garbage collection run, and might that impact performance? And what pages were the most frequent target of GET and POST requests in my Node.js application? The Events tab provides an overview of the latest events in monitored applications. You can use it to monitor for anomalous conditions and to send out email notifications to recipients that are specified to receive alarms. There are a series of predefined conditions that can be used to generate notifications. For example, you can configure the alerting and notification feature to send you a notification when the application's response time is slow, helping you to identify and resolve issues early and to reduce your application's downtime. For Cloud Foundry applications on IBM Bluemix, there are a number of ways to access application event log data. Depending on your needs going from development and testing to production, there's a capability to meet each need. The application dashboard provides a basic log view, allowing you to see recent events directly in the web UI. Also from the application dashboard is a button to open the advanced logging service, which allows you to use Kibana to search, filter, and build custom graphs of events. You can use the Bluemix or Cloud Foundry CLI to stream logs to a terminal, and you can define a user-provided service to bind to the application to specify a log sync for an external log management tool or service. Being able to view your application's log is essential for any developers. Developers use their log statements to gain insight into what is happening in their application throughout the application lifecycle. For a Cloud Foundry application, all you need to do is write to the console, and Bluemix will collect the events through the Logaggregator. Then, you can use the bxapp-logs command to get the info you need. During deployment, the command line tool streams staging and other event information so that you can monitor build progress and application startup. If you use Node.js, you can use the trace utility to change logging levels of your application on the fly if the application is using Log4j, Bunyan, or IBM Bluemix modules for logging. In IBM Liberty runtime, you can change the trace specification dynamically from the Bluemix Web UI console without restarting the application, and you can also trigger Java thread and heap dumps. The dashboard for a deployed IBM Bluemix service, single container, and container group includes a monitoring and logging panel. The monitoring data includes memory, CPU, and network traffic graphs. Log data from standard error and standard out of the application of the container is also available. If the application instead logs data as files to the container, these will not be available. For the Kubernetes cluster environment in the IBM Bluemix Container Service, the Kubernetes dashboard provides access to monitoring information from deployed pods running on nodes in the cluster. This concludes our overview of ways to monitor your application in Bluemix. Thanks for watching.